Hi my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is my second video, so I am very excited. If you are new here, hello, my name is Marah the Magnificent, and welcome to my Magnificent Mondays. For our Magnificent Mondays, we're talking about pretty much anything that comes to mind about growing, being disciplined, and becoming your authentic true self. Now, last week was an introduction that I was super excited about, and I was really just filled with joy, and my heart was warm, and it was entitled Just Start. And all we did was talk about all the things that I feel are holding me back, and decided to just put the first video out there. Thank you so much for all of the love and support that you guys gave me. Last week, I gave a journal prompt, and it was, what is holding me back and how can I change it? And I sat and I reflected about that quite a lot this week, and I realized that one of the biggest things that is holding me back is myself, specifically my self-discipline. I lack self-discipline. So I went on YouTube and I looked up a few people, and I thought maybe I would find some YouTube girls that had the same experience that I do with self-discipline or the lack of self-discipline. But I got a lot of videos where it was like, this is how self-discipline has changed my life. Everything is beautiful now that I have self-discipline. And I was like, great. All those are wonderful. All those are fantastic. Marah does not have self-discipline. I think that that is a huge problem for me specifically. I have amazing ideas. I have amazing vision. I am a creative person. It is the follow through. And it's not that I lack the capability of following through. That's not it at all. It's I get distracted along the way. In eighth grade, I was diagnosed with ADHD. I actually got a diagnosis, and I was actually put on medicine, and I actually don't have health insurance, so I'm not taking medicine now, even though I really need it. But I have to figure out how to navigate this world and to follow through with the things that need to be followed through on, despite whatever I have going on personally. So I tried to figure out, Marah, how can you be more self-disciplined? I don't have the answer. Newsflash. I just told you guys I lack self-discipline, so I don't really have the answer, but I have decided to implement a few things in my life that I'm starting to see positive changes. So I'm going to share those with you. We can talk about it, and then we're going to go to Google. We're going to go to Sister Google. We're going to see what she says about self-discipline and see if there's anything that we can take away from. And if you have any suggestions or comments or anything that's working for you for your self-discipline journey, put them in the comments below so that you can help me, because I need it, and hopefully you can help somebody else. And while you're here, go ahead and like this, go ahead and comment, go ahead and subscribe, do whatever you have to do. Share this with a friend. I promise this won't be a super long video, so let's go ahead and get down to it. Like I said, I lack self-discipline. I want to be better, and I hope that this channel and everything that I am continuing to do will help me be a more disciplined individual, and therefore help me be more successful in all of my endeavors. So some of the things that I am doing to become more disciplined, I only have 3 because I like self-discipline and I'm trying to figure it out. So I don't have a huge list of this is how you become self-disciplined and your life will change. I'm making it up as I go. I'm flying high and I'm making this up as I go. Let's just do it. So the first thing is kind of like, it's cliche and it works for me about 45% of the time. 45% of the time, I remember that it feels really good to finish the task versus being like, you know what, I should have finished that task. I'm a person that will sit down and watch The Office all day, every day, and think about all the things that need to be done. However, it's really rewarding to feel like, oh my gosh, I had a great day today. So because of that, I want to remember that feeling. So at the end of the day, I've started writing down my rose and my thorn. The rose is something that happened that we were really proud of, that you're really excited about. And the thorn is something that didn't happen in a way that you thought it would happen. Sometimes the thorn is what somebody said to you that you didn't like, or an event that happened that day that you didn't like. And sometimes the thorn is the fact that you didn't get something accomplished. And so I write those down so that I know, hey, girl, you didn't accomplish this today. Are you gonna do it tomorrow? Or are you going to write that again as your thorn? And then the rose is something that happened that you're really excited about. Like, I started my new YouTube channel, or I cleaned the kitchen, or I folded all my laundry today. It makes me feel good when I do the things that I'm supposed to do. So I remember that feeling. It happens. It works about 45% of the time. Trying to get better. We're trying to be more self-disciplined. We've established already that we're not as disciplined as we want to be, but we're going to get there. The next thing that I do to make myself a little bit more disciplined is I make things aesthetically pleasing. That's right, it is no big secret. I use colors, I use pretty things, because if it's pretty, I want to do it. Recently, I said that I wanted to take my vitamins more. I wanted to be diligent about the vitamins that I take. I really wanted to focus on my body, so I bought myself a really pretty, super cute pill case. I bought it off of Amazon, and I was like, if it's pretty and I have it, I'm gonna use it. And that's really been helping me. If I want to make sure that my water intake is what it's supposed to be, I will go spend more money than I should on a Starbucks cup because the Starbucks cup is really pretty, and I'll drink the water out of the Starbucks cup. It works. You gotta trick yourself. Just make things pretty. You make it pretty, you're gonna want it. Boom. My calendar. It's pretty. Before I told myself that we were going to get started, this thing hadn't been written on since last October. Boom. There's colors. There's happiness. Every little thing that I have is on here. I also have to put it on Google Calendar because this stays at home and I get distracted and I need multiple reminders everywhere. But it's really great to start off with something that's aesthetically pleasing, because if it's pretty, I will look at it and more than likely will say, oh yes, I have to record today. Oh yes, I should take the time to edit today. Oh yes, I have a meeting. Good thing I didn't miss it. I'm being more disciplined because I make it a little bit more pretty, and the prettiness attracts my eyes. The last thing that I do to keep myself a little disciplined is that I reward myself. Yes, I have to treat myself like a kindergartner. I do. I reward myself. For starting my YouTube channel, which I'm really excited about, I bought myself a charm for my Pandora bracelet. I bought myself a little camera charm just to say, hey, Mariah, you did it. Keep up the good work. I told you guys I was getting back into acting, so I did go on a couple of auditions last week. After the first one, I went and I got myself a boba tea. I got me some boba tea. I got me some boba tea. I'm feeling so great. I got me some boba tea. And it felt really good to buy myself a boba tea because I did something, I accomplished something, I reached a goal. Now, this can be tricky. This can be tricky. Don't go out there and buying yourself something every time you go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to the gym today, that means that you get to go out to eat. No, because you're going to go out to eat every day, and then your weight's going to fluctuate and you're going to be wondering why. So you have to be diligent with the rewards that you get for yourself. So I told myself that I was getting myself a little charm for starting the YouTube channel, and then my next goal is to reward myself once I reach that monetization thing. So make sure you guys are like, commenting, and subscribing so that I can reach that monetization. And then I set my goals based off of that. I can't set my goals and be like, every audition that I go on, I'm buying myself a boba tea. I'm gonna spend a lot of money. But if I say, the next audition where I use a new monologue, I will reward myself then, because, you know, you cycle through your monologues and most people don't add a lot of new monologues to their repertoire, and I want to add some new ones to my repertoire. So once I do, I will reward myself. So I set those goals and I put a fun little treat for myself with those goals. It's very kindergarten, it's very elementary, but it works. That's all I got. Other than that, I'm not disciplined at all. And so I would love to know what you guys do to keep yourself disciplined. And a lot of the things don't work because I would rather sit and watch The Office. I would rather sit there. I would rather waste my day away. And I would rather complain about things not getting done and not realizing that the person that needs to get the things done is me. Whoop-de-doo. Wow. Who would have thunk that you were the culprit of your own demise? Okay, so now let's go to Google. I'm telling you, Sister Google is my best friend. And I didn't Google this ahead of time. So I'm going to look up self-discipline tips. Boom, boom. And this is the first one that came up. So obviously, if it's the first result on Google, then it must be correct. This is from Clever Girl Finance. Oh yeah, that'd be great because I'm a poor person. The benefits of self-discipline. It decreases anxiety. I'm sure that's true. It increases your ability to achieve your long-term goals. We hope so. It makes you feel happier. I think so. Become more resilient. Maybe. I don't know. This is interesting. If you overly focus on the negative, it can impact your emotions, your motivation, and your willpower, all of which impact your self-discipline. Keep a positive thought because a positive thought cannot be denied. That seems pretty right. Okay, finally, we're at the 7 things. 7 things to improve your self-discipline according to Google. We will see if we can keep up with any of these things. Let's do it. Number 1, count down and then take action. Count from 10 and force yourself to do whatever you're doing. I actually heard of a theory, it was like the 5-second rule, and you count down from 5, because if you count, okay, I'm going to start this at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't want to do it. 6, 7. I can count to 1,000,000, right? But if I count myself down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we have to go. It kind of reminds me, oh my gosh, it's very kindergarten. Do y'all remember? Did y'all parents do this when you were in trouble and your mom told you to stop doing something? She was like, 3, 2, I better not get to 1. I better not get to 1. Y'all mama did that? No, that was just me. That's my trauma. Okay, great. Totally fine. But counting yourself down, very elementary. These are basic skills. And I think that might be helpful. Count myself down, especially like getting out of the bed in the morning. Girl, because I do not want to get out of bed in the morning. Y'all my friends for real, so I'm going to tell y'all the truth. It is hard. Number 2, put your goals where you can see them every day. So write them down. Make them aesthetically pleasing. Make them aesthetically pleasing and put them in multiple places. I did for a little while. I wrote down like my to-do list and I made it my home screen on my phone. That was helpful for a little while, but then that to-do list ended up being the home screen for like months. I don't even know if everything on that list got done. It was an old list. So it may work for some people. Number 3, remind yourself of why you started. I guess that's really good. I mean, sometimes you really do need to be like, hey girl, you did this because you're passionate about it. Hey girl, you did this because it is going to be financially suitable for you. Hey girl, you did this because it makes you feel good. Sometimes you really do need that kick in the pants, and I've had to do that for myself. Even now that I'm going back into performing, I had to be like, hey girl, you love this and you're good at it. I had my best friend, she called me randomly. We talk to each other all the time. She doesn't live in town with me. And she called me and she was like, yeah, I heard about you getting back into performing and we've been friends forever. And so she was like, I just wanted to call because I really thought about it and I think that you stopped performing because for some reason in your mind, you thought that you weren't good enough. And I just called to let you know that that's bullshit. And then kind of hung up right after that. And I really appreciated that because sometimes you really need the kick in the pants of like, I stopped doing this because I got in my own way and reality is that I love it. And the reality is that I'm good. Like, I am that girl. So, that's good. I'll take that. Number 4, set small goals first. I think we're doing that. Small goals with a reward at the end. I think we need small goals with the reward at the end. So, like I said, I got myself a charm because I started. That was the small goal. So the next goal is monetization. I'm gonna have to get my viewership up and all that stuff so it actually make some real money. But I'm headed towards that goal. It's the next goal. It's the next big step, right? And I'm going to reward myself. So small goals with rewards because who doesn't like a treat? Number 5, practice prioritizing. I get it. I get what you're saying. But when everything needs to be done, it always seems very jumbled. I get it. We are going to practice it. And I think that it's hard when you have things that have to constantly come out. It's hard because everything seems like a priority. Does it not? Like, I need to do this YouTube video and then I need to edit it. That's a priority. I need to make sure that my podcast comes out. That's a priority. I need to make sure that the reels come out. That's a priority. I need to make sure that I journal and take care of myself. That's a priority. I need to make sure I take my vitamins. That's a priority. So I guess practicing like what order, maybe how the day should go. I'm not sure. We'll see. Let me know how y'all prioritize. Like, what makes your priority list? What makes your top 5 in the priority list? Is it about the money? Is that what it is? I don't know. Let me know in the comments right now. I don't know. I'm not good at this. I suck at self-discipline. I suck at it, okay? Number 6, know your weakness. That's cute. Love that. That may be hard for people that are mean to themselves. I dare say. Like, if I say, oh, my weakness is this, then I'm not going to do it. Like, at work, my weakness is cropping headshots. I am not good at cropping headshots. I'm not good at it. And so I pass it off to the other girl because she's good at it. And I don't practice it. I keep my hands away from it because I know that it's my weakness. So recognizing my weakness, maybe we need to shift that perspective, right? Like, this is a new goal for me to have versus, oh, this is my weakness. Because if I feel like if I say, oh, this is my weakness, baby, then it's my weakness and I'm not doing it. If my weakness is that I don't know how to do my edges, baby, these edges aren't going to be done. They are just going to put some water on them and hope that they curl in a pretty pattern. I'm not going to do it. You get what I'm saying? I think that's dangerous for the girls that are mean to themselves. And I'm one of the girls that are mean to themselves. So we'll see. We'll see. Number 7, get friends to hold you accountable. Welcome to my YouTube. Yeah. You guys are my friends for real, and I am hoping that you guys will keep me accountable. Just like my other endeavors, people really do keep us accountable. If they don't have their episode out, they are saying something. So I would hope that you guys are here and you guys care to keep me accountable, because self-discipline, I guess it's not always about the self. It really is about the community that you have around you, right? It's great to have people to hold you accountable, but I think that this is called self-discipline. So how are we holding ourselves accountable is really the question. I don't know. I do feel like I want to be more disciplined. I know the benefits of discipline. Oh my gosh, you will only know this person if you went to Alabama State. There was this woman at Alabama State, okay? And she used to say, she was... You know how in college you have to take that freshman class where you get to know the campus and you get to like get your freshman agenda and all that stuff. She was the teacher of that class, and she was like, you're not going to get anywhere in life unless you are disciplined. Disciplined. I woke up every morning and ran 3 miles. That's discipline. Discipline. I would eat grits, no sugar, no butter, no salt and pepper, but I would eat it because I wanted to be fit. That is discipline. Okay, girl, that is, and I get it. I mean, mama was fit. She would tell us, like, discipline is the key to success. It's not about your talent. I'm a talented girl, okay? But I'm not a famous girl. I'm not where I feel like I should be because of my lack of discipline. And now that I'm in a place where I'm trying to hold myself accountable for my actions, discipline is a huge part of it. Making sure that you sit down and follow through with your goals is a huge part of it. And I hope to reap the benefits of it. Maybe in a year, I will be one of those girls that says, let me tell you how self-discipline has changed my life. But I'm not there yet. I'm not gonna fake it with y'all. I'm not there yet. So let's try. Let's do something that makes us more disciplined. No, for real. Write in the comments if you are a self-disciplined girl. If you are one of those girls that's like, Marah, I don't struggle with self-discipline, baby. I am the discipline. Get up in the morning and go run and work out every day. I do that. Making sure that I meal prep and I don't waver from what I meal prepped. I am that girl. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, friend. I'm proud of you, friend. So write down in the comments and tell me what you do. Help me out, because I want to be better. I think that everybody wants to be better than where they are right now. And I know, and I think you guys know, that the key to that is self-discipline. We're grown, you know what I'm saying? There's nobody coming and saying, hey, make sure that you get out of bed. There's nobody saying, hey, go and fold your laundry. There's nobody saying, hey girl, make sure that you have your water intake. But you need to with your thirsty self. You need to make sure that you are doing this because you want to live a happy and healthy life, right? I mean, like I do. I hope that y'all do. Maybe y'all already are happy and healthy. Maybe y'all already got it figured out. So if you do, baby, I am proud of you. Know that Mara is proud of you. And she thrives to be like you. I just wanted to get on here. I know that this is a short video, mainly because I was not disciplined enough to do a long video. And that's because I got really excited about the first video. I got excited about how well it was doing, and I kind of stopped touching it. You can't be so caught up in the successes that you forget to work. I do that. I do that a lot. I'm like, well, everything was great last week. Okay, well, what you gonna do this week? Do you want to say, oh, everything was great last week? Oh, I made a video last month. No, I got to do it again. I got to do it again. What the heck? Yeah, you do. So let's continue to be disciplined and be consistent. Consistency is the key. Like, consistency is the key. I don't feel like all of these things that I'm saying is super elementary. I do. I feel like it's super elementary. We've heard all of this before. But maybe there's truth? Is there truth in it? I think that there is. So hopefully we can figure out how to become more disciplined together so that we can be more successful in every single thing that we do. That is it for today. Short, sweet, to the point. Maybe we learned something. Maybe we figured out what's wrong for us. Maybe we figure out what worked for us. Maybe we'll go in the comment section and maybe somebody else will have better advice than we have. So make sure that you actually look down in the comments, comment yourself. Tell me, do you have self-discipline? If you do, tell me what you do. If you don't, tell me some of the things that you want to work on and we will work on them together. All right, let's go ahead and get into our journal prompt so that we can go ahead and you can enjoy the rest of your Monday. Something that we didn't hold accountable. Mara didn't make a reel about her journal prompt last week. Didn't do it. Definitely had a day that I could have done it. Got a little ahead of myself, got a little behind of myself, kind of said some negative things to myself to make me not feel good, and didn't do it. That is a lack of self-discipline. That is something that we're going to work on. We're going to be better this week. So the journal prompt for this week is, what is one goal that you have this week that you can achieve? What is one goal that you have this week that you can achieve? Now, this is a small goal, right? So if your goal is, hey, my goal is that I'm going to work out 3 times a week. Boom. Let's do it. Let's do it. You can do it. I didn't say 7. I ain't doing 7. Most people don't recommend doing 7. If it's, hey, boom, I'm going to have my water intake. You better get you a nice cute cup, okay? You better get you a nice cute cup and get that water intake. Whatever your goal is, we're going to do what the Google said to us. What is one small goal you have this week and how will you achieve it? And at the end, hey, maybe you can have a little reward. Maybe you too can get a boba tea. Maybe you too can get a new charm for your Pandora bracelet. Whatever it is to make sure that you reach your goal and make this week magnificent. Thanks again, you guys, for spending another week with me. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that we learned something or we figured out that we need to learn something. Whatever it is, I hope to see you next week and I hope you have a magnificent Monday.